Yo, what's good? It's your favorite Straw Hat Nico, talking about One Piece chapter 872. My prediction low-key came true. I was saying he used momentum to get off the platform and run for the hills, but still it'd be kind of tricky because it's going to take them at least 2 days to dip out from Whole Cake Island. Capone says it's going to take them 1 day. I don't know if he's including the Coup de Burst, if he knows about that, but still some crazy stuff to say the least. So the castle fell down, but Struzen turned it in to soft, fluffy cake. So no one got hurt, but the citizens were worried. And I kept saying this. If the citizens know Sweet City is a dangerous place because of Big Mom, or just how she's a Yonko, anything could happen, why stay there? I didn't see anyone leave no matter what happened. When she went the first rampage we saw, I hear nobody say in the crowd, you know what, we should just go somewhere else or live in a different city, not just Sweet City. No one wanted to move, so I don't really get it. But the funny thing about all this was even Big Mom's own children were saying, I guess it's the end for us. We tried our hardest. So Caesar, he got away, bruh. So now Capone and Luffy and their whole crew, they can just dip right out and leave Whole Cake Island. It's still gonna take them a minute to actually run away. Caesar is finally free to do whatever he wants, got his heart back, but Katakuri is saying, you know what, we have to break up into two groups. One goes to the fire tanks, one goes to the straw hats. They're not getting away with everything they done. What I'm worried about most is, okay, so all this is happening, but I feel like it's an ordinary day on Whole Cake Island, and made me laugh the most was the ending of this chapter. So we learned some major keys though, for real, before I actually get into that. So let me get this straight. Struzen has dough fruit. We can actually turn anything into food, right? But the problem is, what Big Mom was saying, Struzen stuff that turns into food, it fills you up but tastes disgusting. So is that the main reason why they went to different islands to gather ingredients? Because if they use Struzen's ingredients, it would make a nasty cake. It makes sense now why people keep saying earlier, oh my goodness, Big Mom is back, why she keep doing stuff like this? Now we know. But the funny thing is, let's say that, you know, CP0, because they're there, and the news reporter guy, if they snitch about what they saw, will it make things more dangerous for going into the reverie? Because they can say, look all the Straw Hats have done since they came into New World. Look, they did Punk Hazard. Look, they did Dressrosa. And now look at Whole Cake Island. And now they're going to Wano. We have to stop them somehow, some way. Maybe we could send, I don't know, a CP unit after them in the future or something to make things harder on them. But we're going to see how it all plays out. Funny thing as well, okay, so I get it now why Big Mom does what she does. But the funny thing is, I was wondering, okay, so when the cake fell, you would expect a rampage, but she was so confused based on how everything happened the way it did. She didn't have time to rampage. She calmed down and she started attacking Capone, right? But here's the thing. This is the first time she said exactly words before the rampage happened. So what the rampage is not really random. What it looks like to me, and I'm guessing right here, Big Mom's rampage is just her cravings gone crazy. We've had cravings for a certain food before, right? Like a burrito, taco, or a snack. So maybe it's how it works in her mind. Because of the way she was brought up, she's not used to not having her way. So in her mind, she always wins. She always gets her way. So whenever she wants a certain sweet, and then she finds out, oh, you can't have it, or you don't want to make it for you, or we can't give it to you, it triggers her. And she gets triggered to the point where she goes crazy. Once she goes into these rampages, she doesn't hear anyone, but she knows one thing for sure. She knows the food she wants. She knows what it tastes like. So isn't that kind of funny? These rampages happen, and it's always the same thing. The only way to calm her down is give what she wants, and then she just magically goes back to normal and forgets everything that happens. So what if rampages are just food cravings, blind rage put together? And because she's so angry, nothing registers in her head besides, what is that food I'm eating? Not what I want. Keep rampaging. Oh, what I want. Alright guys, so what happens? Because the fact that she was saying, you know what, she waited so long for the wedding cake and now it's gone. And then when she said wedding cake, Smoothie had the scariest face in her look like, yo, it's over. We're not getting back from this ever. Then before that, Smoothie was telling her, don't worry, Big Mom. We'll make sure we get the Straw Hats and the fire tanks not getting away for everything they did. But at the moment, she didn't really care about that. I think she's just most mad about she wanted this wedding cake and she couldn't have it because from my understanding, who tea parties and the weddings are, you can't just make a wedding cake all the time. It's a special event. It's a delicacy because it's a rare thing to have, because you can't just wake up and say, all right, wedding cake, right? So what if Big Mom made the whole wedding cake tea party thing because it reminds her of her time with Mother Caramel. And because she likes Croquembouche so much, it means a lot to her. Because think about it, the first rampage, it was Croquembouche. Croquembouche is basically Selma. You see how it works? So maybe she learned one day because of Struzen, oh, when I got married the first time, I had the most delicious thing ever. Wedding cake. I want more of it. So she devised a plan. If I can get people to marry into my family and they do whatever I want, I can have wedding cake all day, every day. Because remember, she got married a lot of times. She has a lot of husbands, a lot of kids. Even her kids have kids. So, that means she had a lot of wedding cake in her life. And she was so happy for Pudding's wedding and getting the wedding cake that I think what went down her mind. She was like, look, this wedding cake gonna happen. It's gonna be the biggest one yet. And I can't wait because she was so happy to see it. So I think what happened was when she found out what the Straw Hats were doing, and then she saw the wedding cake crumble because of what Relay's power did to those animals, I guess she was in shock and didn't grab a piece in time because she watched it fall. She could have grabbed a piece. I'm pretty sure it was like at least one piece of it she could have grabbed before everything hit the fan. But I guess in heat of the moment, you don't really think clearly. Because I remember something. When people get angry half the time, you can't think straight. So is that what a rampage is? Blind rage caused by her big stomach. So because no one ever told her, hey look, you gotta calm down, she naturally thinks, if I have a temper tantrum, aka a rampage, I won't get the food. So let me do it. So that's why Smoothie is being so scared right now. Because she knows it'll take forever to make another wedding cake. Secondly, things are not really ideal to have this rampage now. Because the city's already, in shambles as it is. Plus they gotta capture the fire tanks and Straw Hats, and now you have to deal with this. Not a good sign, right? But the arc is almost over if we think about it. Because Straw Hats even acknowledge, especially Luffy, like, look, we have to run, no other option. What else can they do? There's no reason to stay on Whole Cake Island further. And let's say Big Mom goes on this rampage now. How do you calm her down? If Puddingman uses her ability to make her remember what's going on, how everything happened with the Caramel, will that fix anything? Give Big Mom some closure? Will it make her a better person? Who knows? Let's say Struzen magically finds a way to give her one of the pieces of the wedding cake before it all falls down, if there even is a piece. Will it be enough to satisfy her? Because she's a giant person, so it's just a crazy situation. But I can't wait to see how this arc ends, and based on this arc itself, it will impact the Reverie and Wano, but you're really gonna have to see what happens next, and I want to know from you guys, what are your predictions, or what stood out to you this chapter, and why? If you're Big Mom right now, what would you do, and why? So if you guys did enjoy this chapter and this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share your favorite social medias, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord if you want to. If you want to support me, financially, I got Patreon, pull up, link in the description below. I can say so much more, but my crew needs me.